Is that a blowout? Is a blowout in soccer like 2-0?
Yeah,
2-0.
That's
right?
it.
That's
2-0.
a blowout.
That's a blowout. You might want to tune in and see if you get some field goal kickers up there.
Okay.
Second down and 4.
Now it's run pass. Texas can do anything at 2nd and 4.
We're going to throw it. Williams can't get the handle. Dropped it at the 19-yard line. Was trying to turn down and run before he grabbed the football that time, and it'll be 3rd down, and nobody knows it better than Roy.
You know, that's a little bit of a tough catch. It should be made, obviously. But when that defensive lineman gets his hands up, it's almost like a batter swinging at the ball. You lose it for just a second. You really have to concentrate it right in your hands. And the way Sims controlled the ball, you can't take your eye off it and get ready to run.
Matt McCoy checks in as the nickelback for OU. 3rd down. This one's complete to Ike, but Teddy Lehman on him at the 12-yard line, and he's short of a 1st down, and this is a decision for Mac Brown. Does he put Texas on the board here with a field goal attempt with time running down, or does he gamble that he can pick up the 1st down?
It's real close, isn't it? I thought he was right at the line. Are they going to measure? Yes, they are.
Yeah, that's why he called the officials timeout.
Ike fell forward right at the end of that. I thought he was stopped short, at least a yard short also.
He got it as he reached forward. So there again, the experience of Victor Ike. No decision for Mac.
The next play is the decision play right here. 56 seconds to go, 55 seconds to go here in the half. But Texas, doing a good job, still has their timeout.
They've got all their timeouts left.
That's an eternity. 3 timeouts and 40 seconds to go.
Here's the draw play. And Ike was tripped up by Rocky Kalmus at the 14-yard line, and he stumbled into the hole. And there's the first timeout used this half by the Longhorns.
Rocky Kalmus playing a lot of zone drops or blitzing. Really nothing in between.
Well, Jack, we've had a lot of great games in this series, haven't we?
Well, Brent, let's take you back to 1976, a couple of days before that game. Darrell Royal accused the Oklahoma coaching staff of spying on the Texas workouts. But when it was all said and done, the Red River Shootout ended up in a 6-6 tie. But evermore, they called it the Spy Bowl.
Now, Barry and the crew, they wouldn't spy on anybody.
Was he spying on the offense or the defense?
How can anybody accuse that group of spying? Well, OU leading 7-0 behind their backup quarterback, Jason White. That's the headline of this game. They gave him that option look, and Quentin Griffin scored this shootout's only touchdown so far.
I'd look for Bo Scaife right now, the tight end in this situation. Sims likes to go to his tight end. This is a perfect time down in the middle of it, down in the scoring zone where Texas is so good.
So Mike Stoops slots back off the field.
Resuming play.
Done a fabulous job. I'm sure he reminded them that number 80, Scaife, is a huge target for Sims. 29 seconds remaining. Running back is out into the pattern. Sims has to throw it away. Lehman doing a great job on the fullback that time. Trissel was the safety valve, and Lehman would not frame.
Well, Teddy Lehman, one of the fastest players on the football field, matched up with Kalmus at linebacker. They don't even ever have to substitute for those two guys. Scaife went down in the end zone, but Oklahoma was ready for him that time.
Now the nickel. McCoy back in the game. Sloan Thomas out far to the right. Roy Williams matched against Strait. Size advantage Williams. Here's your third down play for the Horns. He's looking Williams. Throws it incomplete. 4th down with Derek Strait in that matchup.
Strait did a nice job that time reading Chris Sims' eyes because there was a blitz to the opposite side of the field. Chris had nothing to do but go to Roy Williams on this. Couldn't get the fade. You see Strait looking at the quarterback, reads the throw and cuts across, and actually the ball was thrown the only place it could have been thrown. Good defensive call that time from Oklahoma and Stews. Mangum
had 1 field goal already blocked today. This one from 27 to put the Horns on the board at the end of the half. And he does. Mangum hits the field goal, and the Horns hit the scoreboard with 14 seconds left. And OU will be looking for a big-time return if they can get it. Well, let's go down to our buddy, Jack Arute. You don't know Jack.
Well, Brent, you know, part of ABCSports.com. You can log in as a fan and ask me a question. I'll try to get the answer. That's what happened with Shannon from Austin, Texas. He wanted to know, can you tell me a little bit about the history of the corny dogs at the Texas State Fair? Well, I can tell you, Neil Fletcher invented the corny dogs almost 53 years ago. They've been a staple here at the Texas State Fair ever since then. They're hot dogs dipped in cornbread batter. And I'll tell you what, over 750,000 of them are produced and consumed at every Texas State Fair. Oh, baby.
Send us up about a half dozen, but include the mustard. You can't have a corny dog without the mustard.
I didn't want to get it on my plate.
Yeah, that's right. All right, my friend.
Jack was happy to do that one. He didn't have to eat a bug this week.
Bevo says, I'd rather see him eat them corny dogs than those hamburgers, huh? That's what I want. I want you. That's good. Feast on them corny dogs. On the ground. And this is Savage looking for the big home run. Slips free. 30-yard line. Cuts back, and Savage outside the 35-yard line that time, and 4 ticks of the clock left here for Jason White, the backup quarterback, in case you just joined us. Nate Hibble, number 8, injured shoulder, tried to come back and play, started their touchdown drive, then had to give way because of pain. And his backup, the sophomore from Tuttle, Oklahoma. Now remember, these two fellas, the race was a little bit wide open in the spring, we were told. And then Hibble, the transfer from Georgia, took it over. And now today you can see that Jason, he's been real good, folks, real good. Perfect in his passing. They're going to take that lead on into the locker room. Well, it was a first half worthy of this rivalry as Stoops and OU on a 17-game winning streak lead it at the half. This is the SBC Red River Shootout, where our score is OU 7, Texas 3. Timeout. Mindful on the outside. It is a short kickoff. Bounces and down at the 20 as it was not seen there. Up in the air. And David Pino was the kickoff man. And let's check in with Jack Arute. Jack.
Well, Brent, as you suspected, the hot hand of Jason White has led Mark Mangino, the offensive coordinator for the Sooners, to stay with him. Mangino talked to me a little bit about the inexperience of their freshman center, though. Said, I made some mistakes with Vince Foster. I'm going to change it this time out. When we come back after this play, I'll tell you what Mac Brown told his Texas Longhorn team.
Well, now safeties in the corners have got to be mindful of that inside handoff and sprint to the outside here. Mason going to put it up on first down. Moving to the right outside the hash on the run. High. Well defended and complete for a first down. And he put it in Curtis Fagan's hands.
Jason White's throwing off the run so well in this game.
All right, Jack, what'd Mac say?
Mac Brown was very, very happy in the locker room. He pointed to 2 years ago when they were down by a couple of touchdowns at the half. He pointed to last year when they were almost out of it at halftime, and he told his team, fellas, we are a second-half team. We're right where we want to be. Now, go get him.
Yeah, well, they got to stop White. He's throwing for 42 yards. He's perfect. He's 5 of 5 and throwing on the run, and a busted play. coming from behind. Johnson wrapped it up, but Corey Redding was also there. And when Redding and Johnson close in, it's adios if you got no protection.
Jason White turned the wrong way. Everybody goes to their left. Jason White tries to pitch it to his right. Watch this. Oh, I'm in trouble. And he's lucky he didn't get hurt on this one because you're going to take a big pop and the big guy, number 11, Johnson, just fell on top of him.
Now it's 2nd and 15. They put Trips out to the left. Ronaldo works as the running back. They throw the flanker screen, and they put it in Savage's hands. It's time, Gary, for our Morgan Stanley well-connected storyline.
Yeah, Wolfwick did a nice job, didn't he, on defense?
Absolutely.
Tackles, interceptions, blocked a field goal, and Chris Sims